Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I thank Allah and praise Him infinitely. I also send peace and blessings upon Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household, his companions, and all those who follow his guided path till the day of judgment. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Abdul Salam Abdul Hamid from the TVQ.Academy project. I welcome you this time around, and I'm pleased that we will be reciting Surah Al-Nas together in a way that we will be able to apply the proper pronunciation of the letters that come in the surah, as well as applying the correct Tajwid of the words that come in the surah as well. In this surah, I will be reciting it 3 times. The first time will be an introductory recitation. The second recitation will be a recitation to break down and also discuss, explain what need to be emphasized on when we recite Surah Al-Nas, and what are the common mistakes to be avoided when reciting Surah Al-Nas. And the last round will be a sum-up recitation to reinforce whatever has been discussed or explained in the second recitation, inshallah ta'ala. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. In our second recitation, I will say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. With regards to أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, we have given it enough explanation in Surah Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Also, we have explained what are the things to emphasize on when reciting Surah, when reciting Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, with more focus on ar-Rahmani. Also Bismi, without saying Bismillah, for example. Bismillahir Rahmani, and then ar-Rahmani, emphasize on the Ra, as well as emphasize on the ar-Rahim. And also we need to remember to apply flat or lightness to the sound of the Ha, although it comes with sukun. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. And next we go to قل أعوذ برب الناس. قل أعوذ برب الناس. We have over here قل أعوذ برب الناس. A few things to highlight. We'll start with the lam, the silent lam that comes with قل. If one is to stop on قل, just by saying قل and stop, he will stop on a silent sound of no activation. For example, he will say قل, he will not say قل. So assuming we are going to separate قل with the next word, we will say قل أعوذ برب الناس. And the same thing will be applicable even when we want to continue reciting the words together. قل أعوذ, قل أعوذ. We should avoid saying قل أعوذ, قل أعوذ. Also, we should also avoid saying قل أعوذ, قل. That makes the sound of the lam heavy. It becomes قل لا. It's supposed to be قل, قل لا, قل أعوذ, أعوذ. Hamza and Ain, we need to pay attention and differentiate between them by saying أعوذ, أعوذ. We have already explained on the Zal. قل أعوذ برب الناس, بربي. The ba over here comes with shadda, and the shadda of the ba does not allow us to apply or to involve meme in pronouncing it. So one should not say, for example, bi rabbin nas. Instead, he should say bi rabbin nas. Now we have come to a very important and high frequently mentioned letter in Surah Al-Nas. Bi rabbin nas. Bi rabbin nas. A few things to highlight here is, when we come across any noon in the Quran that comes with shadda, this shadda can be a cause of that the noon originally has the shadda, or the noon could get the shadda as a result of having alif or lam in front of it, just like an-nas. Okay, so once we have this shadda, we are expected to apply what is called in Tajwid ghunna. Ghunna is a sound that comes from one's nose, not from anywhere else, and it's only ghunna that comes from one's nose. How do we know that we are applying ghunna? Try to block your nose and see if you can pronounce ghunna. Bi rabbin nas. Bi rabbin nas. So once my nose is blocked, the letter or the sound that's supposed to come out of my nose will not be able to be pronounced. But if I block my nose and I'm still able to pronounce the sound of the ghunna, that means something is wrong, and it means I'm not pronouncing it from where it's supposed to be pronounced. Bi rabbin nas, for example, which is not supposed to be the case. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. And how long do we suppose to spend on the noon with shadda? The noon with shadda or ghunna, in simple tajweed term, we are supposed to apply to spend what is estimated to be 1.5 seconds. Some may say 2 seconds, but it will depend on how fast or how slow your recitation is. So we say قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مَلِكِ النَّاسِ. Maliki. We do not say Malikin Nas. We also do not say Malikin Nas. No. Malikin. A gentle touch on the kaf will make it sound just perfect. Malikin Nas. Remember the ghunna? Malikin Nas. Now we have the scene over here at the end, just like in the beginning. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مَلِكِ النَّاسِ. The scene, once we want to pronounce it, it has to give a whispering sound. Is. How do we and it should be observed more when it comes with sukoon, or when we want to stop on it, or when it has shadda. Okay, so Malikin Nas, Ilahin Nas, Ilahin Nas, Min Sharril Waswasil Khannas. There are a few things to mention in this Min Sharril Waswasil Khannas. Min Sharri, we have noon with sukoon, a silent noon, and followed by shin. In Tajweed, once we have noon with sukoon, there are 4 different types of words that will come after the noon with sukoon, and these 4 different types of words are categorized into 4 categories actually. So different letters will fall in one group or category, and another set of different letters will fall into another category, and another different group of letters will also fall into another category, and another one set of letters will fall into another category. So one of the categories which consists of the majority of letters is called ikhfa, and ikhfa, among the letters of ikhfa is shin. So anytime you have noon with sukoon, they call it noon sakina, a silent noon, followed by shin, one has to apply what they call ikhfa. Min sharri Min sharri is to merge the sound of the noon into the shin, while one is not pronouncing the shin and also not pronouncing the noon. So the noon cannot actually be heard, but its sound will be observed. Min sharril waswasil khannas. Min sharril waswasil khannas. The next one in line in this verse is al-waswasi and al-khannas. In Surah Al-Fatiha, we talk about Alhamdu lillahi rabbil alamin. We don't say alhamdu, we don't say rabbil alamin. The same thing applies here. Min sharril wa. We don't say min sharril al-waswasil khannas. Instead we say min sharril waswasil khannas. Next in line will be the sin with sukun that comes after the waw. Al-waswasi, al-waswasil khannas. So anywhere in the Quran you come across a sin with sukun, let it whisper, let it tweet and give the sound of al-waswasi, al-waswasil khannas. الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. What we need to pay attention here is the sword suduri. Suduri, the sword, we have sword with dhamma, we have dal with dhamma. However, when we pronounce, we see the difference in the sound it provides. Each of them provide. So duri, so durinas. What happened? What happened is very simple. Sword requires heaviness. Dal requires lightness. Sword requires that we round up our lips. Dal requires that we flatten up our lips or our mouth. So we say so duri. Heavy letters in Arabic, in Tajwid, more so, are 7 of them. Kha, Sad, Dad, Ghain, Ta, Qaf and Dha. Khussa, Dagh, Tin, Qidh. 7 of them. So anytime you come across them, whether they have Fatha, Kasra or Dhamma, we must apply Tafkhim on them. And the Tafkhim must be applied according to how we learn from our teacher authentically. So duri, so duri. So one should not say so duri. Once we apply the characteristic of the heaviness of the sword on the dal becomes dot. So duri, no? So duri, so duri. And also not suduri. And also not suduri. Wainama so duri. في صدور الناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. We talked earlier about a noon which has got shadda, and the shadda of the noon is original, like this. من الجنة, whether the origin of the noon or of the shadda of the noon is original or it is not original, it doesn't matter. We still have to apply the application or the hukum of ghunna on the noon. And it is good that in all the Quran we have every noon which requires shadda has got shadda accordingly. Min al-jinnati wan-nas, min al-jinnati wan-nas. So to sum up with this surah, we need to always remember that any noon in the Quran that comes with shadda needs what is called ghunna, and in order to achieve ghunna, we pronounce we stop on the letter without moving for 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds roughly. Then after that we pronounce the letter, whether it is fatha, kasra or dhamma, it doesn't matter. Bi rabbin nas, malikin nas, ilahin nas, al-waswasil khannas, alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas min al-jinnati wan nas. The most important thing to remember in Surah Al-Nas is the ghunna. And a few things that I also mentioned, like about the a'udhu, and then maliki, not maliki, and then suduri, and then al-waswasi al-khannas. So with that, I come to the end of the second recitation, and I follow up with the last recitation. Let us record what are the things we just mentioned, and also imagine them in our last recitation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. With that, we have come to the end of our Surah Al-Nas demonstration with proper pronunciation of letters and correct application of Tajwid. If you find this video useful, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel TVQ.Academy. You may also follow us on Facebook, TVQ.Academy. You may also follow us on Twitter, TVQ.Academy. If you will consider joining our courses, you may do so at our website, TVQ.Academy. Until we meet again, I leave you in Allah's protection. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.